Okay, yeah, welcome back. Okay, I'm sorry about the background noise, and now let's solve the last problems of the AMC12B, the 2021 4 session test. And it mentioned, okay, for n is positive, let's do the Rn is the sum of the remainders when n is divided by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For example, this. Okay, so 15 divided by 2 is 1, 3 remainder 0, 4 remainder 3. Okay, so it's 26. So how many two digits positive integer n satisfy this, right? Okay, so yeah, I mean, I didn't get any clue yet, right? So the first thing is two digits, right? I want to write the n is this. So it's 10a plus b, right? So the n plus 1 can be represented by 10a plus b plus 1, right? Okay, so what I can tell right now is, I mean, if n, okay, is divided by, for example, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Then 7, 8, 9, right? And 10. Okay, if its remainder is, for example, is the R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, R7, R8, R9, and R10, right? The n plus 1 normally will be congruent with plus 1, 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 right? So the congruent will plus 9, right? But once the n plus 1 becomes the can be divided by all these numbers, right? So here you can -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, and -10. So basically we plus 9, right? We want to find what is the combination for us, okay, can make us to subtract 9, right? Okay, let's see how many ways we can do subtract 9. Okay, so for example, we have three numbers. Okay, if three numbers subtract is 9, let's say 2, 3, 4, right? That's the only way we can do it. We can subtract 2, subtract 3, and subtract 4. What if we have the two numbers, right? Two numbers subtract 9 is 2, subtract 2 and subtract 7, subtract 3 and subtract 6, and subtract 4 and subtract 5. Okay, if only one number, you can only subtract 9, right? Okay, let's think. What does it mean? Okay, subtract the 9. Subtract 9 means, okay, the n divided by 9 is 8, right? The n plus 1 will be divided by 9 is 0, so you can subtract 9, right? So originally it's 9, right? Subtract 9 becomes 0. So if n plus 1 is divided by 9, that means n plus 1 also divided by 3, right? So you cannot only subtract 9, because when you subtract 9, you have to subtract 3. So this possibility is gone, right? Okay, now let's see the next one, okay? So for example, uh, we want to subtract 4 and 5. Is this possible? Think about it. Whenever n plus 1 become an even number, right? You must have subtract 2 here. You cannot only have subtract 4. So this one is not possible, right? Okay. Now let's rule out some other things, okay? So from this one, let's do them one by one, okay? So subtract 2, subtract 7 case, okay? Let's do it. Okay, so this means the 10a plus b, right? If you want to subtract the 2, means this one mod 2 must be 1, right? Because you add 1, you can subtract 2. And also 10a plus b, must congruent to mod 7, right? You will subtract 7 must be 6, okay? So in this case, we know, right? This number is A, this number is A, so we know A equals to 7 times L, 7 times K, plus 6, right? And we also need it's an even number, right? I'm sorry, it's an odd number. That means the k cannot be even, right? So k, let's see, 2l plus 1, then plus 6 is 13l plus, 14l plus 13, right? So now we want to see what's the range of the L, right? So the L must be less than 100 minus 13 over 14. What's that? It's 87 over 14 is 6. Yeah, 6. 6 point something something, right? So that means the L can be equal from 0 to 6. Okay, now let's list all these numbers, okay? Because next is interesting part, okay? So it can be 13, right? It can be 27. It can be 41. It can be 55. It can be 69. It can be 83. And it can be 97, right? Okay, think about it. We already satisfied the subtract 2 and 7, right? Means the rest of them you cannot subtract. Okay, the rest of them means we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 left, right? So that means all this number divided by 3 cannot be 2, because if it's 2, next one is divided by 3, you need to subtract 3, but you cannot do that. Okay, let's cross. Any number divided by 3 is 2. Let's see, okay, it's 39, right? Then 51, okay, this is fine, this is fine. 81, right? 96, okay, it's okay. Now let's see 4. Divided by 4 cannot be what? Cannot be 3, right? Otherwise you are gone, right? So let's see, divided by 4 is 3, see? Divided by 4 is 3. Divided by 4 is 352 is 3. Then divide by 4 is 64, 5. This is 1. Divide by 4, 96. This is 1. Okay. Now divide by 5, right? Cannot be 4. Okay. Let's see. Divide by 5 cannot be 4. That's 4. Divide by 5 cannot be 4. Divide by 6 cannot be 5, right? Divide by 6 cannot be 5. Okay. Divide by 8 cannot be 7. Divide by 8, this is 5. Divide by 8 is 97 over 8. 1 over 8, 17. It's okay. Divide by 9 cannot be 8. That's 4. Divide by 9 cannot be 8. Divide by 10 cannot be 9, right? Okay, great. So we found two solutions. 13 and 97 is the solution to this case. Okay, good. Now let's see the next one. The next one is the -2 and the -7, right? So case 2, case 2 is -3 and -6. That means 10a plus b must be 2 when we mod the 3, right? And 10a plus b, it must be a. When we mod the 6, it must be 5, right? That's the second case. Okay, now let's do it. Okay, so from here we know it must be the a equal the 6 of the k plus 5, right? And when we mod 3, Okay, when we mod 3, it's already 2, right? Okay, then let me think, how do we deal with this? Okay, so we have the uh, -3 and -6. Okay, and 2 and 3. Okay, 6k. Okay, you can think, okay, once we can -3, -6, what does it mean? It's an even number. We have to minus 2, right? So that's why this case that doesn't work, right? Okay, good. Now let's see the last case. -2, -3, -4. Okay, -2, -3, -4. That means A must congruent to 1 is mod 2. A must congruent to 2 is mod 3. And A must congruent to 3, 1 is mod 4, right? So now let's see that, let's write that the A is to the 4k plus 3. Now let's choose the mod 3, right? It's a k1 mod 3, right? When k is mod 3, that means k is mod, need to be 2, right? Yeah, k mod 3 need to be 2. That means k is supposed to be 3l plus 2, right? So now let's A equal 4 times 3l plus 2 plus 3 is 12l plus, what's that, 8 and 11. Okay, now in this case, we have to work on another table. Okay, let's see. Okay, so 100 minus 11 over 12 is equal to 89 over 12 is equal to 7, right? So we can up to this to 7. So first is 11, next is 23, next is 35, next is 47, next is 59. Next is 12 is 71. Next 12 is 83. Next 12 is 95. Okay, so we already 3, 2, 3, 4, right? That means we need to say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, right? So first, divide by 5 cannot be 4, okay? Divide by 5 cannot be 4, okay? Divide by 5 cannot be 4. Okay, divide by 5 cannot be 4. Divide by 6 cannot be 5. Okay, divide by 6 cannot be 5. Divide by 6 cannot be 5. Okay, divide by 6 cannot be 5. Divide by 6 cannot be 5 is divide by 6 cannot be 5. Divide by 6 cannot be 5. Okay, so there's no solution here, right? After checking on the 6, we already cross it, everything, right? So from now you can see, okay, this problem, basically we need to analyze the pattern, how the remainders change, and how can we offset all those remainders, right? So you can see there are two solutions. That's 13 and 97. Okay, so the two solutions C will be 13 and 97. Okay, you can go check it. So yeah, that's all about the solutions to the 12B. The last several problems, I think that might be the most difficult ones. And yeah, and feel free to leave comments if you have any good suggestions. And thanks a lot. Bye.